Hey, Troy. We'll go ahead and start with Stephen Goff.
Troy, why do you think things went so bad tonight?
I think that I'll start with myself. I don't think that we were set up well enough tonight to really be organized to prevent a lot of the spaces that Orlando was able to find early in the match. And I'll start there, and that, man, I take ownership of that. There's no doubt about that. I think we had to set up well. They're a good team that we tried to prepare for throughout the week in the way that they should be prepared for, because I think they're a top side. And it's particularly difficult to play them at their place. But in the end, we don't have the right setup. And I think we did in some areas, but inevitably they're able to play through us too easily, and it's just not good enough for me tonight.
What was your message to the team afterward? I mean, the heavy loss like this certainly has an impact, more so than some other tighter games.
Yeah, I mean, this was exactly my message. I mean, for me, accountability, like, it has to be modeled and it has to be said whenever it's not right. And so I want the players to hear that, and it's honest. I'm not sitting here taking anything away from what their responsibility is and what their accountability is. But it's not good enough, and that always starts with me. And I want the players to come back in and be ready to fight and be ready to get ready for Columbus next week. That's really what I care about, because we have to have the type of self-reflection that's going to help us prepare for next week and move past this. Because honestly, there were some moments in the game that I think we can build off of. So it's not completely, one that we just move away from and say there wasn't anything in it that we can show to continue to build on. But in the end, Orlando City was much better than us tonight. No doubt about it.
Sense of transition stand out to you in terms of trying to slow them down?
Yeah, I mean, look, they're so dangerous in that, but I don't, I think that those moments actually came up more so when we're chasing the game, and that's not a position you want to be in against Orlando City. I think that just our against the ball shape in the beginning wasn't good enough, and again, that's on me.
Thanks, Troy.
Yep.
Next, we'll go to Dennis Gomez.
Hey there, thanks for your time. Do you think tonight it went a little bit south just maybe because of some self-inflicted mistakes, or was it more credit to Orlando's effort?
I think a little bit of both. I think there's a combination of both there. Orlando City, they have some very talented players with time and space. They're really dangerous, and I think we probably gave them too much of that, which is where I go back to in terms of how we set up, and that can be improved. But I think the second win is preventable. There's no doubt about that. The second goal, if we get into halftime 1-0, it's a little bit different. And then coming out of the gates, and whatever the foul was called, I don't know if that's a foul or not, but we got to handle the set piece better, because you're talking about being down 1-0 at halftime, and I felt like we were coming back in the game, and 2-0 is a different storyline. And then certainly when it goes 3-0 that early into the second half, that's not going to bode well for us.
This is a quick follow-up. I know that you've seen how the impact of the DPs that Orlando has gotten. I know that the DP situation for DC looks a little bit different, but you envision adding any other DPs or any sort of player like that?
Yeah, they have a very good roster, but I think we're in the process, of over the last year and a few months of just trying to start to get our roster into a better place, and I think we've achieved that. It's just going to take time. There's certain decisions that were made prior to us coming in that don't fit exactly what we were trying to do, what we're trying to do now, and it's you're only afforded a certain amount of spots, and I think the ones that we've added are helping us go in the direction we want. I think everybody would like to see that happen faster, and that's understandable. So I feel like we're going to get there, and I know that we're going to have the right strategy to recruit the players that we want. And if that includes a DP, then or one or two more, then that's something that we certainly know is the potential in the future.
Thank you.
That's it, Troy. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone.